Hello everybody, welcome to a start of the week. It's always a start of the week on a Monday, and of course we need to put you in a picture of things that dropped over the weekend, some stuff to do with the Twitch drops not working and a way around it. And also there were some things when it came to the Venom, the Duck, and the Cosmic Egg situation, which we're going to get into in this video as well. We've still got a fair amount and a fair chunk of the month to actually go when it comes to the game. So like if the event quest has anything to go by, we've got a further 23 days or 24 days, I think it is. No, maybe 23 by the time you see this video. But yes, like, there's still a whole lot of things still to come for the game. Like, did you know within next week, we will see a buff to the Battleground store? And that, again, is another important thing because we also have this week dropping the Cyber Weekend deals, which I know sounds a bit weird, but it's never really called the Cyber Weekend deals anymore. It's called something like the so-and-so event or meta event, which drops on Friday, and that is the Royal Ravagers event, something like that, but we'll be covering more about that on Friday. Anyway, it's still good to know and good news that there's going to be a Battleground store update, which I think is very important, but also for those that are planning in around how much they're spending on these deals on Friday, but also the impact of going, well, wouldn't it be best to buy a little bit of this because I'll be able to grab a little bit more for free in the Battleground store as well. So it's all about kind of like budgeting, but at least giving some good news. A store improvement is coming. What else? Well, AI. Over this weekend, I've been trying to get back and catching up with a lot of stuff, including playing certain modes. And of course, the usual thing that I do in any kind of like alliance-based situation is play stuff that is competitive and bunny ears, like Alliance Wars. Alliance Wars has, as you know, a timer within it. The same thing with Battlegrounds. And the same thing in this particular bit of coverage applies to it. Kabam on Thursday, I think it was, of last week, let us all know about the state of things of, why AI was not kind of mentioned at Summoners Fest, but definitely let us know that AI 2.0 is in the works, and it is something that we're going to hear more about. And this is definitely something that still is a pain point for players. I don't want to, and I really hope that the Alliance War that I was in over the weekend, and by the time this video is out, it's either been a yay or nay. If it costs an attack bonus, and for whatever reason, the AI quality, which was not throwing special attacks, was being incredibly passive in what is meant to be competitive based mode, then it's just not particularly helpful and it's not particularly fun at the same time. But there's lots of posts that I'm seeing popping up here and there, and obviously players have different feelings about the extent of it, of course, not being particularly great. I've seen people saying that the AI is fine in game, and I don't know if they're doing that to like troll, so you kind of give people the benefit of the doubt, but sometimes you kind of go, are people just doing it for the sake of trolling? Either way, I thought it was something to mention because it's just doesn't seem great at the moment. And I think we need more than ever Kabam to let us know more about this AI 2.0. And of course, why for a long time this has been 100% a top priority. But yeah, for those that I have seen many posts on either the forums, Reddit, wherever it is, and just general chats with people, they're looking forward to finding out when a new AI 2.0 is going in and when we get to test out prior to launch. And hopefully from a QA perspective, it is definitely, hopefully it's passing that, because that's a big fear for a lot of players. Next up, unlike many players as well that have gone through this Twitch drop situation, you may have seen things like this, connection required, popping up a fair amount. I've definitely been reached out by many people, whether it be on X, whether it be messaged on Discord or wherever. And of course, people have been putting comments that I haven't been able to get this stuff. It's not good, is it? Let's face it, it's not good to see this, especially if you've been watching for 12 hours on some Marvel Contest Champions compatible live streams. But what can you actually do about it? Well, there is something you can do about it, and Kabam have said that you to reach out to support. But if you send all that evidence to report, then fingers crossed it will be dealt with. If not, and if it's kind of like it's now on Kabam's radar, and we're making a further kind of like point to it, reach out again to Kabam. And this is maybe a message to Kabam Mike, Karate Mike, Kabamasaurus Rex, sorry. Maybe have a look at it, please, because players are not able to get these roads. So we'll treat this more as a A reminder. But if you've got a support ticket, at least you're in the system. If you haven't done a support ticket yet, like, do one. Do a support ticket to actually show the evidence of stuff like this, because you're in the system, and if you're in the system, when Kabam resolve it, and I'm sure they will, this will be repaired, because obviously shows the evidence. You have watched it, it's just you haven't been able to claim the rewards because the game be scuffed even. It is stuffed sometimes, it really is stuffed. And now we've got a bigger section devoted to all things Venom the Duck. And this cosmic egg situation was not really a situation. I mean, first of all, we all know that you had to kind of go in game, you had to find your eggs, you had to open up your eggs and stuff like that. But it did turn out that when the quest was launched, and of course, once you've done the objectives that were kind of set for you, and then what you've done is you've got the realm. We've all, as a community, got the realm event done, which, if you didn't know already, is this one right here on the realm event. Then you're able to open up or grab these cosmic eggs, and cosmic eggs will give you access to the quest. The quest in particular found in the side quest portion of things. Now, from this point, there were a few issues. Like, you needed to restart the game. That's the first thing. There was a subsequent objective, which you needed to, like, you went through with like a set, and you then kind of like, oh, Spider-Verse champions used against Excelsior. And once you've done that, you're able to get the objective. Now, the objective didn't clear. It was broken. It then was fixed very early on. And I was like, in my video, I was like, I ain't doing it again. I'm doing it once, and that's it. So, that was then fixed. There are a few more questions I think people have when it comes to this, and that's what we're going to look at here. Some Kabam responses, some questions players had, and stuff that happened over the weekend. Some things that were clear, some things that aren't clear, something that seemed a bit grindy, something that was not, and of course, other stuff in between. So what exactly happened? Yeah, that's the objective there, even when restarting. And yeah, of course, from a opening 3 eggs, use all 3 yolks. To confirm, you did 3. To confirm, you did all 3 objectives, got all 3 eggs, opened 3 eggs. Are you missing yolks in the other items section of your inventory? I've seen a few people say this. Might just add some more egg objectives because more eggs equals more fun. That's another question as well, because I thought for a time I only had 2. My alloys went kind of in different places. It's very, very weird with it, but I think I've used them now. But it was kind of unusual. It was like in game, like my yolks were kind of like 2 were one place and some of the others were another. And I don't think they pop into. No, they don't pop into there, but I think they definitely popped into the other one, because I don't have them anymore here, because obviously I've done the whatever it is that was required of me. That's like, yeah, that's kind of like, it's gone. So I've been a little bit tied up this weekend, and I didn't get enough chance to kind of make a video kind of like utilizing or using the 7-star relic right here, which, to be honest, is kind of like, it's kind of cute. I kind of like it. But from the objectives perspective, there's been that's great, a great rhyme, by the objectives perspective, there's been some kind of like, I'd say, confusion with it. So under a lot of criticism about the event, Kabam said, like in response here, the whole quest is a mission for nothing, and why bother making in the first place? Either the relic should make him better or should get a buff soon. I think he does, doesn't it? Like, the thing is, I haven't had enough time to kind of properly test through the Venom the Duck situation. But Kabam Crash said the 6-star is just for collectors. Definitely not something you need to do. If you want to, you can get both 7-star Venom the Duck and the 7-star Relic from the challenge quest. The Star-Lord piece is also tied to the challenge quest. You will get those objectives in the coming weeks. You do not have to do the 6-star Relic objective for the Star-Lord piece. And yes, the new side quest does give a 7-star Venom the Duck. I don't know if I kind of like... I don't think I disliked this. I thought it was okay. Like, it was fun. I actually think it was, yeah, there was a bit of fun to it. I like the fact it had a narrative, because it's kind of tied to like Brian Grant. I thought that was cool. Yeah, okay, could be a bit, it was feeling a bit clunky for players in certain places. The Battlegrounds one, if Kabam didn't put the Battlegrounds objective in and put something a little bit different in, maybe I think they wouldn't get like the flack from some elements of criticism, but I mean, it's a usual thing. Not everybody is going to be happy with it. And yeah, as we said, friendly Battlegrounds does work. Of course it does. Venom the Duck have to KO opponent. Don't don't to win a fight can forfeit after a fight is done, which we kind of showcased in the video on Saturday for. And yeah, I think some people didn't get the Cosmic Omelette side quest, but I think that's because maybe they I don't know, they're following the process or they weren't. I mean, we followed the process in the video, so I don't know if I appreciate not everybody wants to watch videos on stuff, but there was a little guide on it. The Kabam did. We followed the video as well in the video that I did. And why is the quest design so freaking hard? Challenge quest is supposed to be challenging. I don't know. I did feel this was more closer to, not ridiculously, like a Summer of Pain. You remember those weekly Summer of Pain type things that rolled out on a weekly basis? It was close to that. Not completely. It had like a fun element to it as well. So apart from AI in game being trashy, I would have said that this probably would have been close to spot on if people weren't annoyed about the battlegrounds based objective and people weren't annoyed about the other thing that we just mentioned as well. And yeah, I think that's really it, isn't it? Like, many thanks to the team for the exciting event. A bit confusing at part, but overall it was fun. Thank you for rewards. It's very pro players event. Yeah, I just double check? Oh yeah, so it's weekly objective. That's the other thing as well. It is done as a weekly objective. If you've seen Kabam's video, the official video, these very much appear to be weekly. I mean, you can see that because it says 14 days, 21 days, 28 days, 35 days. So it looks like it does unlock one per week on that one. I don't know if they've shown all of them. Was there one like I've missed off, like an extra week that was in there because it's like the 1 of 4 completed? So is there like a secret extra objective that kind of like drops with this one, because it says so there's one more missing maybe they'll have to use. But at least what you can do is prepare on which one's going to be coming. Like is Spider Egg was the first, but there could have been one below, like above that one. So you could either go complete the Cosmic Omelette with a flying champion, and that could be fun as well. Hyperion, maybe someone else. An XL size. I'm excited for that because I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be lots of fun options. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, and the final bit of coverage we're going to be talking about is the state of what that does to champions and the impact for, say, Venom the Duck, but also other champions getting a buff-based, like Relic, like thing. A good example would be, or comparison would be, if Kabam put a narrative with it. Like if Kabam reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to do like a King Groot based thing where we do like a relic that's specifically given to King Groot that makes him more powerful because it's something that I'm known for, as well as Hulk and many other kind of characters as well. But King Groot, so that would be something maybe Kabam could kind of like reach out to me and tie in the same way they did with Brian. But the relic would be something that would give more power to King Groot. Although I do have my kind of like thoughts about how he is actually pretty good, and I would like to see a 7-star version. But that's another story for another day. Anyway, I have obviously seen, like someone said, so like, why is he kind of like some people consider him to be a terrible champ. Like, he does things. I mean, Clobbering Time kind of like showcases that just there. 550k HP, 30 seconds at rank 1. Nobody wants to, and I've seen people start ranking up Venom the Duck just to kind of use this relic with him. But it opens up more questions about the future, because then there's a good kind of like point here by Big Popper C-Bone. If you guys are going to do buffs like the Venom the Duck thing via relics and a side quest, I'm here for it. Who's up next? And of course, it's a question. This, by the way, link is in the description to this. Like, start the conversation. If Kabam could do themed events like this in the future, it's fun, it's different, it's quirky, it's kind of like, it's similar to Summer of Pain. Like, it is very much similar, except for a narrative around about buffing a champion or making a champion better with the relics in order to associate. And Mike says here, I don't know, who would you want to be next? It's not leaking that there'll be more. But from a player point of view, this is one of my favorite events in a while. And like I said, I enjoyed it. Like, yes, there are some bits that just don't exactly resonate with people, but apart from that, it's relatively good. Anyway, put in the comments, go to this here if you're interested. I mean, Vulture, good shout. Red Hulk, Rogue, World War II, Black Widow, Vulture, yep, all good. There we go. thoughts in the comments, go to there and check out some other content located on screen and have your say in some of the topics we raised in the show today. What about Groot? Yes, that's good as well. See you later. Bye.